dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Patriots and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw 1 when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of... Dolphin first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First carry now for Pierre Strong. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Strong again. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Let's go.
On second down now, Corbin. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run with Strong. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and a tackle because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down. That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mullen drops it underneath to Thomas. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Mullen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's taken it around the 40. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Smoke Monday with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 10 carries, 58 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mullen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is Thomas. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mullen. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing on first down, Mullen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw on 2nd down. Mullen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now. 3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Back to throw. Mullen. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. But partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
first down. Mullen fights through it. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Off the bootleg. Mullen. Throw left side, complete. That's Silva. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Thomas. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Now Hill to return it. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. After an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. Now a handoff up the middle. Corbin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Back to throw here. He's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Let's go. Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can... because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New England trying to get a place on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again, Mullen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a Big play here, 3rd and 10. They run with Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Hill on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Cunningham. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before break. Cunningham. And that one to the right side and incomplete. So we've come to halftime. And
well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the 2nd half on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2.
Sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
to throw. It's Hill, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When it's 3rd and goal, you don't need to make a heroic play. You just need to make a play and able to knock that one away. That was really nice.
Yeah, I don't think going for the interception, like you said, just wanted to make sure that the ball hit the ground, and it did.
I'm going to call heroic anyway.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's Cunningham. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to Waddle on the quick slam. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cunningham to throw.
Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
On the race.
First down, Patriots.
Let's go.
Cunningham on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Cunningham looking to throw.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Up the middle they go. It's Thomas. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And a Patriot first down.
Ready.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Cunningham steps away to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Cunningham can't get away, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
There he goes, left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on third down. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Cunningham. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Seven yards there and a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Cunningham. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. 35 yards that time on the punt. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Cunningham. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is strong.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Back to throw here. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier Howard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Cunningham. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. From the gun on third down, Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Cam Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's got room.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Back to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it.